Hare Krishna. My name is Krishnangi, and today we will continue to read Bhagavad-Gita. Today we will chapter 9, verse 11. Ajanante mamodha manusham tanu arshitam param bhavam ajananto mamabhuta maheshwaram. Translation. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the Supreme Lord for all that be. Purport. From the other explanation of the verses in this chapter, it is clear that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, although appearing like a human being, is not a common man. The Personality of Godhead who conducts the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of the complete cosmic manifestation cannot be a human being. Yet there are many foolish men who consider Krishna to be merely a powerful man and nothing more. Actually, he is the original Supreme Personality, as confirmed in the Bhagavad-Brahma Samhita. Ishvara Paramah Krishna, he is the Supreme Lord. There are many Ishvaras controllers, and one appears greater than another. In the original management of affairs in the material world, we ruled some official or director, and above him is the secretary, and above him is a minister, and above him a president. Each of them is a controller, but one is controlled by another. In the Brahma Samhita, it is said that Krishna is the supreme controller. There are many controllers, undoubtedly, but both in the material and spiritual world. But Krishna is the supreme controller, Ishvara Paramah Krishna, and his body is Satchitananda, non-material. Material bodies cannot perform the wonderful acts described in first verses. His body is eternal, blissful, and full of knowledge. Although he is not a common man, the foolish deride him and consider him to be a man. His body is called the Manushim because he is acting just like a man, a friend of Arjuna's, a politician involved in the battle of Kurukshetra. In so many ways, he is acting just like an ordinary man, but actually his body is Satchitananda Vigraha, eternal bliss and knowledge absolute. This is confirmed in the Vedic language also. Satchitananda Rupaya Krishna, I offer my obeisances into the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, who is the eternal bliss form of knowledge. Gopala Tapanya Upanishad 1.1. There are other descriptions in the Vedic language also. Tam Ekam Govindam, Yogavinda, the pleasure of the senses and the cows. Satchitananda Vigraham, and due form is transcendental, full of knowledge, bliss, and eternity. Gopala Tapanya Upanishad 1.38. Despite the transcendental qualities of Lord Krishna's body, its full bliss and knowledge, these are many so-called scholars and commentators of Bhagavad-Gita who deride Krishna as an ordinary man. The scholar may be born an extraordinary man due to his previous good work, but his conception of Shri Krishna is due to a poor fount of knowledge. Therefore, he is called Mudha. for only foolish persons consider Krishna to be an ordinary human being. The foolish consider Krishna an ordinary human being because they do not know the confidential activities of the Supreme Lord and his different energies. They do not know that Krishna's body is a symbol of complete knowledge and bliss, that he is the perpetual of everything that be, and that he can award liberation for anyone. Because they do not know that Krishna has so many transcendental qualifications, they deride him. Nor do they know that the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in this material world is a manifestation of his material energy. He is the master of material energy, as has been explained in the several places, Mama Maya Duratiya. He claims that the material energy, although very powerful, is under his control, and wherever surrenders into him can get out of the control of this material energy. If a soul surrendered to Krishna can get out of the influence of material energy, then how can the Supreme Lord, who conducts the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of the worldly cosmic nature, have a material body like us? So this conception of Krishna is complete foolishness. Foolish persons, however, cannot conceive the personality of Godhead Krishna, appearing just like an ordinary man, can be the controller of all the atoms and all the gigantic manifestation of the material form, the biggest and the minutest, the beyond the conception, so they cannot imagine that a form like that of a human being can so simultaneously control the infinite and finite. Actually, although he is controlling the influence that the finite, he is controlling the infinite and the finite. He is apart from all this manifestation. It is clearly stated conception concerning his Yoga Ishvara, his conceivable transcendental energy, that he can control the infinite and the finite simultaneously, and that he can remain aloof from them. Although the foolish cannot imagine how Krishna, who appears just like a human being, can control the infinite and finite, those who are pure devotees accept this, for they know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, they completely surrender into him and engage in Krishna consciousness, devotional service of the Lord. There are many controversies between the impersonalists and the personalists about the Lord's appearance as a human being. But if we consult Bhagavad-Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, the authoritative text of understanding the science of Krishna, then we can understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is not an ordinary man, although he is appeared on this earth as an ordinary man. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, then the sage headed by Shonaka inquired about the activities of Krishna. They said, Kritavan kila karmani saharamena keshav atim maryani bhagavan buddha Kapata Manushah. Lord Shri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, along with Balarama, played like a human being, and so masked, he performed many superhuman acts. Bhagavatam 1:120. The Lord appears as a man bewildered the foolish. No human being could perform the wonderful acts that Krishna performed while he was present on this earth. Then Krishna appears before his father and mother, Vasudeva and Devaki. He appeared with 4 hands. But after the prayers of the parents, he transformed himself into an orderly child. As stated in Bhagavatam, in the Bhagavatam 10:3:36. Bhava prakritah sukh. He became just like an ordinary child, an ordinary human being. Now again it is indicated that the Lord's appearance as an ordinary human being is one of the features of his transcendental body. In the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad-Gita also is stated that Arjuna burns to see Krishna's form of 4 hands, Tanaiva Rupena Chaturbhujena. After revealing this form, Krishna, when petitioned by Arjuna, again assumed his original human-like form, Manushah Rupam. Manusam Rupam. The different features of the Supreme Lord are certainly not those of an ordinary human being. Some of those who deride Krishna and who are different, who are infected with the Mayavadi philosophy, quote the following verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam 3:20-21 to prove that Krishna is just an ordinary man. Aham sarveshu bhuteshu bhutatma vasthitah sada. The Supreme is present in every living entity. We should better take note of this particular verse from the Vaishnava Acharya like Jiva Goswami and Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura, instead of following the interpretation of the unauthorized persons who deride Krishna. Jiva Goswami, commenting on this verse, says that Krishna, in his plenary expression as Paramatma, is situated in the moving and the non-moving entities as the super soul. So many neophyte devotee has simply gives his attention to the Achamurti, the form of the Supreme Lord in the temple, and does not respect other living entities, is uselessly worship the form of the Lord in the temple. There are 3 kinds of devotees of the Lord, and the neophyte is the lowest stage. The neophyte devotee gives more attention to the deity in the temple than the other devotee. So Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura warns that this sort of mentality should be corrected. A devotee should see that because Krishna is present in everyone's heart as Paramatma, every body is the embodiment or the temple of the Supreme Lord. So as one offers respect to the temple of the Lord, we should similarly properly respect each and every body in which the Paramatma dwells. Everyone should therefore be given proper respects and should not be neglected. There are so many persons who deride temple worship. They say that single God is everywhere. Why should one restrict himself to the temple worship? But if God is everywhere, is he not in the temple or in the deity? Although the personalist and the impersonalist will fight with another perpetually and perfect devotee in Krishna consciousness. Note that although Krishna is as the Supreme Personality, he is all-pervading as confirmed in the Brahma Samhita. Although he is personal abode in Goloka Vrindavana and he is always staying there by his different manifestation of energy and by his plenary explanation, he is present everywhere, in all parts of the material and spiritual creation. So, that is all for today. Thank you for watching this video till the end and see you on the next time. Hare Krishna.